Okay, we are live. Fantastic. Let me just go back into Zoom. Put the chat box up. I'll move over to Facebook. Okay. Right. Hi, everybody. Now, they say the show must go on. Let me move back over here. I don't know if you can see me because we've had a power cut here and it's quite dark in my kitchen. So hopefully you can. Let's have a look. Yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, put me some hearts up just so I can see. That would be great because we have a problem with our power. But as they say, the show must go on. So let's see. If it goes down, I'm just going to jump straight onto Facebook because at the moment I'm going across from Zoom to Facebook. So hopefully it may be a bit dark, but if you can see me, yeah, Stephanie can see me. Fantastic. Okay, Stephanie's one of my neighbours, so she's got a power cut as well. So I thought, you know what, we're just going to carry on and continue. So hopefully you can see me okay. Let me just tweak that up slightly so you can see. But you know, these things happen when you do all these lives, don't they? So today we're going to make the lovely Cornish pasty. Okay, luckily I made some this morning, so we've got some, so they're actually cooked. Otherwise, I'd have to wait till hopefully this evening when the power gets on. So what are we making? We're making Cornish pasties. Lovely. So in here, I will post the recipe in my Sweet Success page. So in here, I've got 210 grams of flour, and it should be 90 grams of lard. But I've got no lard, so I'm using all butter. If I did have lard, I would do half lard and half butter. If you remember, we made the quiche last week, exactly the same recipe. So I've just chopped up the butter. I'm going to put that in with the flour, okay? And I'm just going to put a little bit of salt in there as well. Hello, Siobhan, nice everyone coming on. Anyone who hasn't heard, I've got a power cut in my kitchen, so it may be a little bit dark today, but do not panic. We're still continuing with our lovely Cornish pasties. So I'm putting the butter into there. So remember, half butter, half lard makes a really nice flaky pastry. And then we're just going to take it to the breadcrumb stage using our fingertips. Okay. Oh, and I've got some news for you actually. I haven't done a post yet because I thought I'd tell you first on here. I don't know if you know, but some of you know, I got interviewed by the Times newspaper the other day. About doing these Facebook Lives, about helping people cook from home, which is fantastic. They thought it was great. So the interview is going out in the newspaper on Friday, Good Friday. Also, we are doing a Easter special with the Times newspaper. And I say we because we're a cooking family here on the internet. So yeah, so I've put the recipe up. We're going to make hot cross buns and we're going to show you some more Easter eggs. There's had lots of people wanting to learn how to do Easter eggs. Oh, I've just heard something beep then. We have power. I don't know if you can hear that. Just give me a second. I think everything is coming back on again. Let me check my lights. Hold on. Hello, we've got lights. Hi, Anthony, are we okay? Yeah, that's coming back on Facebook as well. Fantastic. So, yeah, as I was saying, so they're going to print the recipes in the Times newspaper on Friday. So we're going to have the Times newspaper joining us live on our lives at 1 o'clock, and we're going to have all our readers as well. So it's quite exciting. But it's thank you for all you people who come on every day and watch me. It's great. So I'm just taking that to breadcrumbs. Now remember, when we do breadcrumbs, we're only going to use the fingertips. If we start to rub it together, we're going to get the butter. And I can hear everything beeping in my house. Got the dishwasher going off, so you can hear it. We've got the washing machine beeping. But they say, you know, don't work with animals. Some animals, I haven't seen Rolo for a while. Probably out in the sunshine in the garden. Okay, so I'm keeping going with that. Just keep going. And the filling, now luckily, well, I made the filling this morning, so I'm just going to talk you through the filling. Otherwise, I wouldn't. So that's about right now. You can see it's nice and fine. Let me just show you to the camera. And I was watching, so it's nice and fine. There may be the odd lump of butter there that just drops out, but don't worry about And then we're just going to add the water. Now remember, when you add the water, make a little hollow in the middle. And here I've got 85 grams. I'm just going to hold a tiny bit back. Mix that round very quickly. You could rest this pastry in the fridge, but I'm going to work with this straight away. I have got a tiny bit left from this morning. Bring that together. Don't overwork it. You're not making a dough, remember. So nice and light. And I like these Cornish pasties because I've literally got, I'm just going to touch my water in there. It's a little bit dry. I've literally gone in the fridge and I've got 2 potatoes. I found half a leek. I found a carrot. I found a bit of swede. I've got some peas. I've got some leeks as well. So go in the fridge and see what you've got hanging around that needs using up. Okay, and bring that together now. That is ready. So put that on the table. Just give it a gentle knead. Okay. See, they must have known we were doing a Facebook Live and decided to switch the power back on for us, so that's good. So that's ready. So just give that a little relax, and I'm going to talk you through the fillings. Let me just wash my hands 1 moment. Okay. So what we did this morning, I've got some potatoes. Oh, right, the boys are out. And I've just cubed them, okay? And I've just cooked them very lightly, so they're still quite firm. Don't overcook them, because you want those cubes of potato in there. So al dente, just about cooked, okay? That's those there. And then, perhaps I'll put those in. And then in here, I sweated off, well, I sweated off some leeks and the meat as well, okay? But then I got a pan of boiling water and I diced up the carrots, nice and small, very similar, if you can see that there, just until they were al dente. Same with the swede, I put that in a little bit later on because that's the softer veg. And then I've put some peas in there as well. Frozen peas, I've just put them in the mix. I haven't cooked those. Strain them off and left them to dry because you don't want too much water in your mix, okay? If you've got too much water in there, they're going to steam and your pastry will burst open. So just strain that off, let it dry off, and then you're going to use it. I'm just checking people on there for writing comments. Now, you could do vegetarian pasties. You could add some curry, some chili flakes, whatever you want in there. I've got a little bit of minced meat, not much. I'll put that through. I'll probably do, yeah, blend that together. And that is your pasty mix there. Excuse me, Rola, you're in the way there. Okay, you can see it. And that's it. Really, really simple. So what we'll do now, move those out of the way. I'm going to roll some of this pastry out. So just a little bit of flour, not too much flour. Depending on the size you want these, you could do mini pasties, you could do large pasties. Hi Jenny, lovely to see you on. There's more new faces coming on today onto Facebook, which is brilliant. Got Caroline and Mel, and who else have I got there? Anthony. Let me see if I can see this in the chat box. Okay. So, have you noticed when I'm rolling, I'm turning the pastry every time? It doesn't have to be perfectly round, but if you just keep it turning, it's not going to stick to your table. So many people just do this and then suddenly it stuck to the table. So, if you can see that there, let me move those out of the way a little bit. Hopefully you can. That's the size. I've got a 6-inch, it's a cake tin actually, that's all it is. And you could use a plate. My plate's a little bit too big. So find the size you want, but I found 6-inch is a great size. Mini ones become quite fiddly. And just cut round it there. Okay, I'll tell you what I can do while I'm waiting. Oh no, it needs setting up my oven, it's saying English and the time, and I'll do that later. So That's my first one. I've got some egg wash here. Now, when you make egg wash, another little tip, I like to give you these tips as we're cooking, is put a little bit of salt in there. Because what that does, it breaks down the egg. And when you're using it as an egg wash, you haven't got those big, long, snotty bits, as I say. And that's been sat there in the fridge for a couple of hours. So not too much egg wash. Take some off your brush and just brush half. Now, this is really, really important. Only do half. Okay. Reason being is when we come to put them together, if you do all the way around, you're going to have two sliding sides on the slide. You want one dry and one wet, so when they're going to stick together. So that's that. Also, I didn't mention is let's put a little bit of salt in there. I tasted it before. I needed a tiny bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. So that's all cooked. My meat's already cooked off because I fried that off earlier. Just give it a little taste. I like that bit of pepper in mine. Mix that together. And then we're just going to put a little bit on here. Okay. You can use your hands are clean. Getting the pepper up my nose now. I like pepper, but that's quite a lot to put on there. Tiny bit more. Okay. So you want them as full as you can get them, but not so they're going to burst open. And then all you're going to do is put, honestly, they're so simple, these. Push the two sides and be quite firm with it. Push that together. Okay. Bring to the camera so you can see. That's it so far, okay? Now, the easiest way to do it is the pinch. Let me see if I can see it. Let's see. So it's your thumb or your finger and these two, and you're going to push it in between. Literally, that's what you're going to do. Can you see that there? You're going to push with one finger. So rest that on there and push quite firmly. You may need to put a bit of flour on your fingers. And push and just go all the way. This is a great one if you've got kids at home because they like doing these. We call them dinosaur pasties because they look like a little bit like a dinosaur. Okay, that's it there once it's done. And you see that. So it's really simple. Then you're going to egg wash. Okay, so don't put, I do make them all and then I'll egg wash them all. So I'm going to show you a quick one today. Put that on there. What lots of people do is put them on a tray and then the egg wash. But what happens then is the egg wash sticks to the tray when it bakes and then you can't get them off. So it's easier. Hello, Jill, one of my lovely neighbours. Have you got your power back on? I did put a message out saying we're still cooking. No power, we're still going to do it. 4G is an amazing thing, isn't it? So who needs the internet? Okay, so I'm brushing there. If you want a really glossy one, like you see in the magazines, you would use egg yolk. But we're all trying to save because we're on lockdown. So we are using a whole egg today. It doesn't matter, it's just the colour. You'll just get a nicer, deeper, richer golden colour with that. Okay. That is that there. Okay, just checking. Oh, thank you, Jill. Jill's saying they look fab. Yes, they do. So put that on there. So you can see that mix there, that pastry mix will get you 4 pasties that size, 6 inches. So just to recap, obviously I'm going to put those into the oven when I switch it on, when I have to set it all up again. And that's going to be for 25 minutes. If you've got too much water in your potatoes, let it dry off a little bit once you've cooked them, just leave them to air a little bit. That pasty may split because the steam wants to come out of there, so just be careful of that. Apart from that, that's fine. And just to say, Friday, we may have lots of people on, so I'm still going to be using Zoom and Facebook. We've got the Times newspaper on there joining us, which is really exciting. And we're going to make hot cross buns again. I know we've made them already for some of you, but we're going to do them again. How can we not do hot cross buns when it's Easter special? And I'm going to show you some more Easter eggs.